Shouldn't it be out?
I'll try not to.
Okay, I've just pressed live on YouTube in the third or fourth go, and I want to see, as the teams take to the field, if that's coming through. Okay, I've just pressed live on YouTube in the third or fourth go, and I want to see. I think we are. Right, what do I need now? Paper and pen.
Live at home, Eaton. Oh, that's it. I need to subscribe to do this.
Oh, sorry, we're only doing this stuff.
Okay. All right.
We're doing it radio style.
Gotcha. Beyond my capabilities, I can't even say I get paid to look pretty because I wouldn't succeed at that.
See the fuss I had getting the radio running. Which team are you back home?
Nick, whatever. Yeah, he's a Yankees fan. So.
Well, Yankees do have a team of radio commentator, and do like that, so we need more of those. Right. Okay, Ruben, let's go for that now. It's 1906, 1907, 1908. On the camera, and what I think I'm just going to do is we're just going to... Yes, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Welcome to another game from Baseball Scotland on tour as we're at the BBF Summer Cup down in Farnham, not that far away from the delights and sophistication of Slough. I'm Ewan Spence. If you're watching us live on YouTube, this is our third attempt today, and I think, fingers crossed, we're doing slightly better than all the other broadcasts. So I'm getting a thumbs up from my tech check beside me. Nick Willoughby's dad is here, who's just wanting to be known as Nick Willoughby's dad for some reason. So we'll keep an eye on that as we go through. Lineups, we'll getting to you shortly as we're getting underway here. Long Eaton are taking on the Scotland Werewolves. Multiple games starting here. Werewolves are going to be the visiting team, so are into bat first. 1, 2, 3, Lasky, Ung and Fletcher. That's your 1, 2, 3. Further down, Dick, Rowe and Garden will be the centre of the order. Tomley, Stell and Spencer will close out the back. Long Eaton's field. That's another ball that comes in there. Long Eaton's field across the top. Brown, Santian and Pugh. Shortstop will be G. I'm going to have to check on that one. Ted Rogers 3-2-1 across the middle. Stoltz, Badenhorst and Silanley. Catching is Barrett and pitching is Barrett. Michael Barrett there as pitcher. And we will just see if Joshua Barrett catcher's related or not. Count gets rung up there for the walk as we see Luke Lasky for the Werewolves draw the first blood. Don Eng next in. Runner goes from first to second. The steal is on. The throw is long and high, and it goes into the outfield right. Lasky's just going to stay up there at second base, not looking to go any further than that.
Right there, Don. Hey, Don. Go, Don.
Don Ung will be playing right field defense when the Werewolves go in there. Pitch comes in, strike taken. Looking through the order, Paul Gardner, slot 6 for the Werewolves will be a DH. Team's playing with 9 DH, taking on the role of the pitcher. Nick Willoughby is into pitch for the Werewolves when we get to the bottom of the first. And there's a grounder, goes up, picked up by second baseman there, thrown over into first, and the 4-3 from Badenhurst down to Solandi. Has the first out registered there. In the process, though, Luke Lasky takes himself over to third. Having Fletcher steps in now, as we're just starting to feel just a little tiny spurt of rain coming through here. Sky darkening over after strong sunshine going through. Barrett pitching, Barrett catching. And that goes right past Fletcher, but he steps back and takes the ball. Now the ball comes in, goes for the inside. Shack throw. Pick-off attempt up there at third. Lasky wise to that one, though. Two seconds, I'm going to lean over. Could you go and ask Mookie or Caitlin to put it up on our Facebook page? It should be live, coming off, link live to the YouTube stream. Stick it up, and on the Facebook page, just put a note underneath going, might not work later. But we are live. Still 0-0. Pitch comes in, it's hit high and hard, it's going into center left. It's reaching, it drops just in front of the fence. Tag up happens there. Lasky's going to head in, touches his foot on the bag. And there we are, Evan Fletcher with a stand-up triple. Drives in Luke Lasky, and it is on the board. In the top of the first for the Scotland Werewolves. Evan Fletcher taking that one, heading up center, just starting to lean over to the left. Farnham's D2 here, though, is one of the longer outfields that we have in the National Baseball and Softball Complex. So just falling short of the fence, but the scramble on the ground. It's far enough away. Gives him the RBI and a triple. And puts the Werewolves up 1. Third baseman Ethan Dick now. Batting left-handed. Barrett hurls in, floats the ball, it goes under the legs of the catcher, into the backstop, so it's a slow jog, making sure to touch home plate there, Evan Fletcher. Home on the wild pitch. One out for the Werewolves, but they've traded that for 2 runs, and this early in a timed game where you've got to be conscious of staying ahead as much as possible. 2-run lead so far. It's going to be seen as very much as a benefit. Little moment there. Everybody gathers their breath. Ethan Dick just steps back into the box now. You'll pitch when I'm ready. No pitch clock here. And that comes in. That's a hard swing. Temperatures dropping here at Farnham just very slightly. Strong sunshine from earlier's away. And there's a cricket wide to the outside. Bases have been cleared. Fletcher coming home in the wild pitch after driving in an RBI, and that's popped up high. Stays left. It's just going to drop into foul territory, but it's also going to drop into the long Eaton glove of Stoltz over there at second base. Second base, third base for the second out. Peter O comes in, 2 away for the Scotland Werewolves, but 2 runs on the board. It's a round robin format here for the first 3 games. At the Summer Cup, every team is guaranteed 4 games in total, 2 on Saturday and 2 on Sunday. And that was just clipped back foul. Straight to the backstop. Backstop here is some distance away compared to all of the diamonds that we have up in Scotland. But nobody on base to take advantage of that because they've already been brought home. Pace of the game being controlled by Long Eaton. Try and find a foothold in there. Strike thrown. And that one comes in outside and low. Outside of the zone, so ball comes in. And high there, one more ball. Just an umpire check going on there. And that's hit high. It's going to be pop up. Shortstop is underneath that there. And that's into the glove of G. And that retires the side. On a fly out to shortstop for Peter Rowe. 3 outs for the top of the first, but 2 runs going in as well. 2 runs to the good coming off that one, coming off just the 1 hit. No errors unofficially charged to the Long Eaton there, but we will check that as we go through later. So none left on base, 1 hit, 2 runs after we come out of the top of the first. Let's have a little look through the batting lineup for Long Eaton, who are our designated home team here. At the top, we've got Joshua Barrett, the catcher. Barrett. In second, we have pitcher Michael Barrett. Pitcher Barrett. Joshua Badenhorst leads out top 1, 2, 3, coming out from second base. Badenhorst. Alex Sension going to be the center fielder, batting 4th. Sension, center fielder. Keanu Stoltz is 5th in the lineup, coming out of third base. Stoltz. Ruben Carmine Brandt Gee. I don't have time to run over to the dugout on that one. I'm going to go with Gee on this one. Apologies if we've got that one wrong. 6th in the lineup is shortstop. That's Gee, shortstop. 7th in the lineup, Edward Solandi playing at first base. Solandi. 8th in the order, Jason Brown, left field. Brown. 9th in the order, right fielder Kane Pugh. Right field, Pugh. Defensive lineup for Scotland Werewolves. Across the top, you've got Stell, Lasky, And Ung is your left, centre, right. Spencer in at shortstop, and then you Ted Rogers through the middle, Ethan Dyke, Peter Rowe, and Ethan Fletcher as you 3-2-1. Tom Lee's going to be catching, and it is Nick Willoughby on the mound for his first pitching for the Werewolves in the Summer Cup tournament. Once more, the lineup that we're going to have for the Long Eaton Storm. It's Joshua Barrett, Michael Barrett, and Joshua Badenhorst. I'm Ewan Spence, thanks very much. If you're managing to tune in live, I know we're sharing that out on our Facebook page, so hopefully we'll get some of you coming in shortly. You might have gone for the replay. If you're joining us on the rebroadcast midweek, when we get the chance to put the video up, our GoPro is just sitting there over the Werewolves dugout looking out across the first base line to the mound. Don't have that many choices for camera position, so we've done our best for you, and I'll do my best to keep you on there as well. No breaks in the middle of the first as we go through all the organisational details and such like. So we're going to get ready to play ball again in the bottom of the first. Long Eaton chasing the 2 runs put up by the Scotland Werewolves at the top of the first. Joshua Barrett, catcher for Long Eaton, is now facing Nick Willoughby for the Werewolves. Are underway. Penalty strike came through to open up, according to the official scores. And a ball and a strike. And one comes in there for another ball. He'll stumble opening there, so I'll just wait for confirmation on the count. He comes in, and it's hit high, it's hit it into left field. That looks like it is going to be a comfortable catch there for Garrett Stell to get underneath it, plants the feet, and there is one away. Joshua Barrett now in to bat. Barrett bats. Oh, that's going to catch me out at some point, really, isn't it? Actual fact, it looks like Stell let that bounce on the ground first, as we do have Michael Barrett at first base. So let's just wind that back. It's been given a single out to left field. Yeah, goes to the steal attempt up at second, and that is a close call, but safe up at second. Pitcher here is Barrett takes on Willoughby. Dust kicking up from that slide and steal into second, just hanging in the air. A little bit heavier with moisture now. Slight bit of grey over the diamonds here. Nothing threatening any more than spits of rain, apart from we've got the hefty cloud just sitting off my right shoulder here. And it's probably half a mile away, so hopefully it'll stay over there. And we just get the dew. That's a line drive hit hard. It's going to go foul. Well down first base line. In fact, rolls into the D3 pitch, which looks like the exploding kittens, fire-breathing kittens. It's the fire-breathing kittens that are playing there. Pink sleeves, all black tops. Line drive, though, there comes from Barrett, goes out into right field, drops shallow, and thrown into the inside. Cutoff is going to be taken as the attempt to run down a home is attempted, and it goes into the glove and out of the glove. of the catcher. Tomley misses that one there, and the deficit of 2 is cut by 1. Michael Barrett brings himself round. Joshua Barrett making it up to second base on a double of that. Run comes in on the error, so no RBI, as we now have Long Eaton's Joshua Badenhorst representing a go-ahead run. They might feel early to call those so far, but the maximum clock time of 2 hours and potentially 3 or 4 innings, and that's line drive hit hard again, going out into the right. This time it is a catch. It goes into the glove comfortably of Don Ung, and throws that in for the relay. And this time it is earlier. So Joshua Barrett just holds up at third this time. Waiting for the moment to get in. Tying run is himself up at third base.
Let's go, Nick! Hey on Nick. Did you miss the bat domino? Yeah. The kick comes straight to it.
Badenhorst just enjoys the moment of silence. Willoughby pitches in. It goes outside and low. Ball 1.
I don't know why. You go, Nick.
Alex, let's go. Yeah, also.
That one comes in, and that's fouled off into the backstop. Down the right-hand side. Enough awareness, though. Barrett stays up on third base. 2-1 game in the bottom of the first, with the home team Long Eaton down by 1. That comes in, swing and a miss. Strike called.
Oh, yeah.
In the plate now is Alex Sencion. One away after that high and long out to right was actually caught, and I'm picking that one up. So situationally, 2 to the Werewolves, visitors, 1 to Long Eaton, home, bottom of the first. And the run's going to be called. It's a steal attempt going to be on. And it's dropped third strike. And the tag out is applied by the catcher.
I think he thought it was
Cries for run, I think we're misinterpreted there, as going up to Joshua Barrett, telling him to run. Barrett, of course, seeing that the ball staying close to home plate stayed steady. The run was actually for Sencion to get himself up after the drop third. Sencion stayed close by, tagged out there by Jared Tomley, catcher for the Werewolves. So it's 2 away. Keanu Stoltz, batting right-handed, in the box just now. Runner still at third. Werewolves up 2-1. Long Eaton looking for the tying run, and that's golf scooped up back into the backdrop. Barrett still at third. No opportunity yet to make that 90 feet and tie the game up. 2 away now. Willoughby pitches in, and that's line drive foul of just past first base bag. And count looks equal high, 2-2. Willoughby eyeballs third base and then throws, and that goes inside. Count is full, we're 3-2. 2 outs, runner on third. Werewolves defending this 1-run lead. Pitch down, and that's going to be fouled off high. It just falls into the D3 diamond. 200 feet, 200 feet, about 150 feet behind the dugout on the right-hand side. That's where the Werewolves are. And that one's hit. The line drive goes over second base, and it goes into Dan Ung at outfield. Throws that as a relay into first, and it is in time. Get your scorecards out. That is a 9-3 out. And that 1-run lead is preserved. Stoltz out on a 9-3 from Long Eaton. He will feel, well, he'll probably feel a bit disheartened. Good contact over the head of the second baseman, dropping in the gap, but running fast and speedily with the safe hands into there. It's caught comfortably out there in right field by Young, and then thrown in hard to be picked up there by Avon Fletcher at first base. Final numbers there for the Long Eaton Storm. 1 run off 2 hits, 1 left on base. That's your first inning. I'm Ewan Spence. 30-second break from me. We'll be back with you shortly.
The camera's up there. Camera's up there.
I asked for them.
Okay.
Be on baseball Scotland. Well, it's the baseball Scotland. I have no say in baseball. You know, I am
Come on, everyone's doing it. Yeah, I stand up just for that.
It's always the one that the catcher has, so it's second that ends up.
Okay, Ruben. 5, 4, 3. Top of the second as Scotland Werewolves are up by 1. 2 runs on the board. Long Eaton replying with 1 in the bottom of the first. And now it's going to be to extend that lead if possible. 1, 2, 3. Paul Gardner, followed by Jared Tumley and Garrett Stell. And Paul Gardner picks up a ball to get this underway. Gardner getting on one of the most populous players to get on base for the Werewolves in their first game earlier this morning against the London Monarchs, if I remember correctly. And also, pick-off attempts are plenty on him as well. It's definitely well into double figures. I don't have that stat to hand, so I'll use troll counting from Terry Pratchett. There was 1, there was 2, there was many, and then there were lots. Pitch comes in, swing and a miss on that one there. Gardner looking to make hefty contact. Timing's there, but just the up and down needing just a little bit more if possible. First strike on there as well. So we get a 3-1 count. Barrett decides, and that's a hefty inside, shoulder height, grazing the shoulder pads as well if you had them on. Gardner up, once more. Finds himself on first base. So let's start the counter on how many times the pick-off attempts are made on the player from the Tayport Breakers up in Scotland. BaseballScotland.co.uk if you are looking to find out more about any of the clubs that we have up in Scotland. There'll be one close to you. If you're outside of Scotland and you're in the United Kingdom, BSUK has a team finder to find a team close to you. And that comes in there. Another strike is called. 2-1 in favour of the Werewolves, who are classed as the visiting team and given over 900 miles travel down from the central belt of Scotland. Runner goes. Gardner from first, up to second. Long looping throw is off target, but it's picked up in time, and the glove is applied in time. And that's out on a caught steal. Gardner seeing another pick-off attempt, and this is the first one that has been successful. One away in the Werewolves. Jared Tomley in now. And fouls that one over the backstop and into the car park. Now, back in Edinburgh, our car park is over 400 feet away from the diamond. Here, it's not even 100 feet. It's a higher backstop fence, but let's see what happens. Right, okay. Jared Tomley, one away. Brings in the pitch from Barrett. Chip fouls that one low on back. Backs up out the left-hand side of the box. While they're starting to feel heavier in the air. As I said there, we do have one rather dark cloud coming over from the right, but there's very little wind, so I think it's going to stay out of the way. The occasional drops that I'm spotting here on the papers and the screens, I think it's more just a little bit of dew and condensation rather than an actual threatening downpour, but commentator's curse. We'll see if that applies now as the pitch comes in. Sits back on that one for the ball. Doesn't get it. Called strike three. 2 up so far for 2 outs. Paul Gardner walking and then caught steal. And Tomley strikeout looking there for the second. Garrett Stells steps in now. Garrett Stell currently in the outfield, but does have a pitching arm on him. It'll be interesting to see if he comes in to pitch this game or if it's kept fresh for tomorrow. Strike one there. And there's a wide outside. Count goes equal low. He go. I bet you money. I'll make it come to you. He go. Stay hot. Stay hot. Pitch comes down there once more. Stell still in. Was 2-1. Next pitch comes in. It goes to the outside. 3 balls on the board now. It's on the board now. And that goes outside wide. Second walk issued in the inning by Michael Barrett. Third of the game. Strong opening for the Werewolves in the first inning. He's feeling a little bit smothered so far. Caught steal. Paul Gardner just giving the Long Eaton Storm a little bit of a foothold in their minds for defence. Garrett still has some speed on him, so he's going to threaten for the still, but just goes back and covers first base again. Glance over from Barrett was enough just to set up the question mark in with 2 outs. You've got to be really, really sure. Pitch comes in, wide outside low. Cameron Spencer, shortstop for the Werewolves. 9th in the batting order in the box just now. Stell keeping his lead close. Peckoff throw is attempted and it goes wide. It goes well out to the outfield line. Stell is going to stand up going into second, although dugout potentially calling for a slide, but it's a little bit of a... We'll just wait to see what happens with Stell. There he is on second. Steal attempt came after a pickoff attempt. Went past first base in foul territory and into the warning track out of bounds. Stell taking himself up to second there. Staying standing going through there. Okay, situation time in terms of second inning here. We're in the top of the second with the Scotland Werewolves as the visiting team. 2 outs registered already. 2 runs were put up in the first. Bottom of the first, Long Eaton Storm. A single to start off that inning. Made up 2 bases and a stolen base. Then reaching home on error. And after that, 2 ground outs and a strikeout. Keeps our score at 2-1. Rory Dunn takes the magic sponge off the field. Stell sitting there now at second. Still threatening some distance. And that's a chopped up and down and bounces in front of third base. The moment is taken there by third baseman Stalls to get that over to first. Making sure the throw in time and safe to Solandi. And so that third out there on Cameron Spencer at the bottom of the order. Retires the side. Long Eaton defending, no runs put on the board that time through. No hits either, all the movement coming from walks. And just the one left on base for the Scotland Werewolves. 1-2-3 coming back for the Long Eaton Storm. We're going to see Ruben coming, Branton G, Edward Solandi, and Jason Brown. Back shortly.
Stop talking about it, just make an action. Daddy. Hurry up.
They started with like 1 rock, like 7
guys.
5, 4, 3. Bottom of the second here at Farnham. As designated home team, the Long Eaton Storm go on the offences with Gay, Silandi, and Brown up next. That's a 6, 7, 8 in the batting order. Pugh is in 9th. And we'll see if that makes an appearance there. 1 run off 2 hits in the first inning. 1 left on base there. Nick Willoughby stays in to pitch.
Bury him.
One defensive change, and it may not come as a huge surprise that Garrett Stell. Awkward strike 3 there. And top of things there is Guy steps off that defensive change. Garrett Stell's come out of left field, and Sammy Twan is going in to the same spot. For the Werewolves, we'll just see if that translates to the batting order when the time comes. I suspect it will. One away so far. Solandi steps in from the right-hand side for the Long Eaton Storm. Mick Willoughby pitches that one, and that goes out. Belt high but wide and outside. And low for a ball.
Hi. Somebody monographed that ball.
Get a bit of damage on the ball there, so that's going to be taken out of rotation. It's 3-0 count. Will be well behind. One away so far, still preserving that 1-run lead as that goes high and outside. Ball 4. Solandi up to first base. Jason Brown now. Batting right-handed for the Storm. Runner goes for the steal from first up to second. It's a long high, not in time. Throw. Solandi with a walk and a steal. More Scottish than you would expect. Pitch comes in low, bounces at feet. Steal attempt is going to be on from second to third. Sharp throw from Marakowski up to third. Called safe though from the outfield umpire. Tying run now, just 90 feet away from home. Smart base running there from the wild pitch. Coming down. Bouncing around the feet of catcher Marakowski. And with that, scoring position second becomes scoring position third. 2-1 to the Werewolves, defending that 1-run lead. And that one bounces off the feet at the plate, so it is going to be a still or a wild pitch. We'll wait for the credit on the wild pitch. We're going for a dropped third strike on that one. As Brown is waved up to first base. Or on the ball. We'll just wait for that one to come through. It's coming through on the ball. So it's a walk issue to Brown. Up to first base. But the wild pitch credit for Solandi ties the game up. It's 2-2 at the bottom of the second. And that pitch comes in fast. Curveball going low and outside.
Get one off, Jason.
And finds the strike zone low and inside. 1-1. Runner at first. Pick-off attempt. Not in time, but everybody's keeping each other honest. It's Kane Pugh in just now for the Long Eaton Storm. Which comes in, bounces off the catcher's leg guards. The throw is up as the steal attempt is made. And the slide comes in there from successful stolen base. Small ball play from the Long Eaton Storm. Catcher Tomley there, bouncing off the leg guards. And that one there bouncing through again, and he goes off to the backstop, and it's another 90 feet there. Fast ball for Braun, takes him down to third base.
Charlie, here we go, Kev. Hey, you're in charge, Nick.
And the ball goes down low, stays under control this time. We get a full count, 3-2. Pitch comes in, it's high. Walk is awarded. 3 walks after the opening strikeout for Nick Willoughby as we return to the top of the order. Catcher Michael Garrett singled to open up the Long Eaton Storm's offense in the first inning.
JB, come on, boy.
Now at the plate with runners on the corners. Just the one away. Steelers on from first up to second. Werewolves are just going to keep the ball at home. So runners on second and third, just the one away, and first base is open. And Barrett takes a hefty swing and miss on that one there for strike 2. And that one is a line drive just past Nick Willoughby's ear, goes out into the outfield. 1 run comes home at the stroke. Faster run comes through as well. Running, yes, second run comes in there. Run comes through. Ball is still live. It's at the backstop. And the throw is going to come over to stop Barrett going any further. So that's a 2 RBI double for Michael Barrett there. Line drive off the bat. Straight back towards Nick Willoughby on the mound. Skims past the right ear. Probably heard the air as it whistled past and went back into the outfield. The pace giving that some distance there. Allowing Braun to come in from third. And Pugh to come in from second. 3 on the board in this inning. Long Eaton now 4 runs to the good against the Scotland Werewolves 2 runs. It's 4-2 for the home team. Just the one away so far. Runner at second. And that comes low and outside for another ball. This picture here is Joshua Barrett, second in the lineup, facing Nick Willoughby of the Werewolves. Willoughby pitches in, and that's a grounder. It's going to stay fair as it rolls down the first base line, picked up by Avon Fletcher. And Avon Fletcher there looks to apply the tag. Nick not getting it. Nick Willoughby over as well as a pitcher to cover. Little cluster of bodies, and somehow through that, Joshua Barrett manages to Tetris his way through to get on to first base. Times requested there by assistant coach from the Werewolves. He's coming out to check on Willoughby. 3 bodies converging there, first base, second base, and pitcher for the Werewolves. Possibly blocking a clean view from the infield umpire and of home plate umpire as well. Situation as it stands now. Runner on first. 4 runs for Long Eaton, 2 for the Werewolves. And we are back underway again. Joshua Barrett is taking himself up to first. He's putting over potential familiar relations with Michael Barrett. He's at third base, so we're on the corners with 1 away. Strike thrown and successful stolen base on that as well. Joshua Barrett just taking a calm stroll up to second, confident that no pickoff attempt is going to be made, leaving home exposed. Next pitch comes in, and that swings and a low ball goes long to the backstop, far enough away for the first Barrett to come home. For those of you of a certain vintage, Barrett Holmes is probably going to mean something else. 4th run onto the board this inning for the Long Eaton Storm. Joshua Barrett reaching on error. It's now once more brought himself over to third base. Reached there on a double in the first inning, followed by a steal. This time it's error, then steal. Strike 3 there, and it's the second out at the top of the second. Stepping in now for the Storm, Alex Sension, centre fielder. Batting left-handed. 5-2 to the Storm. Storm looking to build on that lead. Count goes 0-1. Just looking at the track, Alex C. Thanks for your comments. We'll try and keep you up to date on the score as quickly as possible. We've just done that there, but as I've just seen the comment, it's 5-2 as it stands at the moment. Thanks for tuning in. Those of you watching back in pre-record, we actually broadcast live audio from Farnham as well. And it's this audio. And that comes in low and outside. It's another ball. And another strike comes in there for Willoughby with 2 outs. I think we're looking at an equal high count here, 2-2. Runner at third. Pitch comes in, swing and strike. Strike 3 side is retired. Strikeout to open, 2 strikeouts to close, and it's the 4th strikeout for Willoughby. But at the end of that, Eaton Storm put 4 more runs on the board for a total of 5. Just 1 more hit added to that total in that inning, total of 3. 1 left on base for a total of 2. 3-run lead for the Storm over Scotland's Werewolves. The Werewolves way up to bat as we head to the top of the third, and it'll be back to the top of the order. So we will be welcoming Luke Lasky, Donung, and Avon Fletcher. All right, Ruben. 5, 4, 3. Top of the third. Welcome back here to Farnham's National Baseball and Softball Complex. I'm Ewan Spence on the microphone. And 1, 2, 3 from the Scotland Werewolves, the visitors at the top of the third. Luke Lasky, Donung, and Avon Fletcher. And we'll open that up with the ball going high and inside from Michael Barrett. Staying on the mound into the third inning. As the baseball makes a break for freedom down the first baseline out of the umpire's pocket. It's tracked down without mercy and put back into the holder. Let's play ball once more. And a hurl low and outside there for ball 2. Strike comes in there. And the count on there gives us 3-1. And that's hit high hard. It's going to pop up behind the backstop. I believe the correct MLB designation is that ball came down with snow on it. 3-2, full count. In comes the payoff. Payoff is a walk. Luke Lasky. Walk to the top of the first. Walk to the top of the third. Base runner underway. 3-run deficit. Avon Fletcher on the deck. At the moment represents the tying run. Lasky on first. Donung. Watching that one go past for ball 1. Lasky taking just a little bit of a lead. And the pickoff attempt throws high and wide and goes into the foul territory, out of foul territory. It's a comfortable steal. Lasky flies back to first and watches the ball sail 10 feet above first base. And as the ball went one way, Lasky went the other. And as the ball hit the outfield fence, Lasky hit the bag up to second. And there's a wild pitch. It goes to the outside into the backstop, and with the distance to the backstop, Lasky knows that that's an easier one to make the decision on. Third base. So from a walk, a steal, and a steal, 90 feet away to cut the 3-run deficit down to 2. Donung would cut it to 1. Avon Fletcher on deck would equalise it up at 5-all. Currently sitting at 5-2 in favour of the Long Eaton Storm. Pitch comes in. Cricket wide to the outside. Next one, same spot. Ball 4. Tying run comes to plate, and Avon Fletcher. Donong on one of the corners, Luke Lasky on the other corner. Avon Fletcher certainly has the power to go yard. If he feels like being a hero, if everything lines up, the 0.2 of a second the ball travels from the mound to the plate, he will take the swing. Not that time though, he'll let that one go past. Runners stay at the corners. Donong goes for the steal and it's hit high and hard. It is drifting into foul territory and it is going to fall out of bounds.
Good act.
So everybody grab your breath and reset once more.
5-7.
And steal goes on from first up to second. It's going to be successful. Catcher smothers that one and keeps it at home. Although it's caught in a rundown there. You look away once and stepped off the bag, so a pickoff attempt after the steal was attempted. It's thrown wide and past second base out into the outfield, and with that, Luke Lasky takes his moment, brings himself home. There's an error somewhere in there. Donong recognised that it wasn't going to be a rundown after that wild throw. Takes the opportunity to move over from second to third. So the deficit is cut. We'll just wait for the umpire conference. Both meeting there in the mound. So the stolen base attempt from first up to second was left by the catcher. And after that, got to be honest, I looked away for a brief second. And the ball, at that point, thrown up to second base. I wonder if just trying to catch unawares. Goes out into the outfield, opportunity taken there to steal from third to home for 1 run. And then to steal from second down to third after a bit of a rundown as that ball goes up. I think he went into the outfield after second ball going through there. Can you just bear with me? We're going to head over the scorer's box and just check what is going on there.
Either way, there's no out. And the other question would be, was he out or no? Because we thought because we talked about that's like there was a John Segura play like 2 years ago where he stole the count is
Nice dance. There was no out.
There we go.
Well done, Don.
Welcome back after the umpire conference that also involved sideline umpire as well, just to check on the rule book. The question there was whether Donong, who had passed second base and then came back to second base, whether he actually touched again after the ball was bobbled around and after the foul ball. So the question was whether he touched back on second base before heading down to third. And the agreement there from the umpiring crew is that yes, did touch the bag on second. So everything is still in play. That's a pop-up high. Picked up in the outfield by shortstop. That's Fletcher there popping out on a 3-1 count. It's the first out of the inning for the Long Eaton Storm, but not before Scotland Werewolves have put one over. So the deficit cut from 2-1 is at third base. The tying run is at the plate now. Eaton Dick. And the go-ahead, Peter Rowe, is on deck. Every throw in baseball is different. Some of them can be low and inside for a ball. Some of them can be foul ball, steal, run down, steal second, steal third to get home. Isn't this a lovely game? Pitch comes in. That's outside high for another ball. First base and second base are open. Runner at third, one away. Lead cut down by 2. Werewolves chasing 2. Hits that high and hard, but foul. Goes straight back.
2 points. I hope you're insured.
I believe that reached the car park. Eaton Dick batting left-handed. Pop up the third on the card from the first inning. Looking to get his teammate home from third. Cricket wide and high for ball 4.
Let's go, Pete!
Runners go on the corners with one away. Tying run at first. Second base is empty. I suspect there may be a steal opportunity presented to Dick very, very quickly. Got the deficit at third. Go ahead. Peter Rowe at the plate. Rowe flew out to shortstop in the first inning. Runner goes from first up to second. Ball is kept in the catcher. So, situation that you see quite often at the Summer Cup. Certainly when the Werewolves are playing. Runners at second and third. First base is open. One away. Pitch comes in low for a strike. Paul Gardner warming up on deck. And there's a high, and it's going to go down foul down third base line. Thank you for joining live on the audio stream. Doing our best to bring you Scottish baseball wherever we can. Ground chop goes up, picked up by third base. Bubbles out the glove. One run comes home. Single is going to be taken there. And Dick is going to make it down to third base as well. Dornong cuts the lead from 5-3 to 5-4. Dick comes round to third base on the play. Peter Rowe, RBI single.
Single is generous.
2 runs on the board. Coming off Peter Rowe's bat there. Runners at the corners. Just the one out. And there's a steal up from first to second. Stand up in his second baseman. It's an overthrow. Rolls out into shallow right field. Once another run comes home. 3 on the board. Captain Dick brings that in, and that ties up the game. 5-all. Peter Rowe had the successful steal up to second, and then the error on the throw allowed him to take himself into third there. Pitch comes in now to Paul Gardner. Drew a walk at the top of the second inning. It's 1 away. Game is tied. I don't know why the Scotland team keep running over the score. It's on YouTube. Just the 1-run run now. Peter Rowe over at third. That's the go-ahead, 90 feet away from home. Paul Gardner in the play. Lets that one go past outside low. Ball 4. And that puts runners on the corners once more for the Werewolves. Just the 1 out so far. Game is tied, 5-5. Top of the third. Werewolves are the visiting team. Long Eaton Storm representing the home team. We're on the clock as well, remember, as we are a timed game. We've been playing about 1 hour 15 now. We will more than likely get to 4 innings, but if these 2 innings run long, then clock management is going to apply into the game as well. I suspect we're going for 4 here, as that one bounces around the feet from Garrett on the mound into and bouncing around the feet of Jared Tomley. Runners still at the corners. Paul Gardner attempts to steal. Previously, you got caught up in second base. Not this time. It's comfortably, and in fact, the catcher decided to throw the ball to cover up to third on that one as well. It's a secure catch, but that's a low percentage of success there, both in getting the tag applied, but also an overthrow. Would have guaranteed another run. Not to be. Smart hit, line drives straight to the mound, and it just falls dead at the feet of Barrett on the mound. Straight towards Barrett, took a right angle into the ground, and with that, it's a single. Jared Tomley not only adds a single, but also gets an RBI. Peter Rowe comes home to take the lead for the Werewolves. 6 to the Werewolves, 5 to the Storm. Paul Gardner over to third. Tomley at first. Shall I say it again? Runners at the corners. 1 out. The difference now is there's 4 runs on the board this inning. 6 in total. 1-run lead has been taken. Pitch comes in. Runner goes for the steal from first to second. The throw is going to go up to second. Tag is attempted. That looks like a successful tag there. Tomley tagged out on that one. Second out. Two caught steals from first up to second from the Long Eaton defence.
Hey, that's not you, Sammy. That's not you.
Sammy Twan came in for Garrett Style out in left field, is staying in the batting order in the 8th hole. There's already been a number of walks from Barrett in this inning, and Twan's height plays to an advantage here, shrinking the strike zone. Paul Gardner, the only base runner at the moment for the Werewolves, up at third base. And there's a line drive. It bounces actually infield, picked up by shortstop, throws over to first base. It's an overthrow, so Paul Gardner makes it home after the bounce on the infield. Sammy Twan will keep the over on protection. I'll take the RBI single there, thank you very much, says Twan. Gardner, one side of the card says caught stealing. The other side of the card says, hey, you managed 360 feet. The lead is doubled, 7-5 now to the Scotland Werewolves here in the top of the 3rd. Cameron Spencer into the box now. Batting right-handed. Runner at first. 2 away. Pitch comes in. High for a ball. And smartly hit there, and it goes out centre right field. Is it going to drop in the gap? Yes, it is. So there's a single coming through for Cameron Spencer, and Twan is going to just light up all the way and do 180 feet round to third base. Do you want it? Go on then. Runners on the corners. 2 outs this time though. Back to the top of the order. Luke Lasky open up the 3rd inning. We've looped all the way around, so it's 10th batter. Luke Lasky drew a walk, followed by a steal and a home on error to start off a run rally here in the 3rd for the Scotland Werewolves. Long Eaton Storm just looking to find the calm centre that they need to. Barrett throwing a strike. The baseball has no memory. That's what they will be looking to remember as defense. And the Werewolves though. Oh, they're watching a swing and a miss there from Lasky. Not in 2. 2 away. 2 base runners on the corners. 5 runs so far. And that comes inside, high helmet height. And Lasky has to lean back sharply to get out of the way there.
How'd the Durham Kittens game end? Big man, you go!
Orcam comes in. Runner still at the corners. Scotland Werewolves up by 2. If you're wondering what the pause was, that's how long it takes me to turn the paper over and check. Runner goes from first up to second. Steal is on, and it's going to be fouled off there. I think it's in foul territory. The attempt is made on the catch, and it's caught in foul territory. On the run. That's the lead for the Long Eaton Storm. Solandi from first base sprints over in a foul territory, actually right up against the warning edge fence as well. So 3rd out in spectacular style, it has to be said. But 10 batters making it up to the plate in that one. 5 runs for the Scotland Werewolves. Gives them a lead of 2. 7-5 over the Long Eaton Storm. Also comes off 1, 2, 3, 4 hits in that inning for a total of 5. 2 left on base. And that there, with a bit of time, the top of the 3rd inning. Got 1 hour 25 on the game clock. Here 1, 2, 3 going into the bottom of the 3rd from the long Eaton Storm. It's going to be Ruben Gee, Edward Silandi, Jason Brown. Or I turn the paper over and see maybe it's Keanu Stoltz. Stoltz, Gee and Silandi coming up.
Winning now or? Good.
2 top of the 3rd inning played. 1 hour 25. Well, it depends if they're going to. Oh, they're going to go to 4. Mind you, they just popped 5 in that inning to get it back. We are. It's on YouTube. Go and listen. Bottom of the 3rd. How's it sounding over there? It's really good. It's really good. Very clear. Bottom of the 3rd.
We won the rugby. Come on now. We won the rugby.
Ruben, 5, 4, 3. Bottom of the 3rd. Last time, bottom of the 2nd, the Long Eaton Storm had a 3-run lead. Now we go into the bottom of the 3rd and they have a 2-run deficit. Nick Willoughby returns to the mound for the Werewolves, throws that one inside. It's requiring Stoltz just to lean back heftily. And ball comes through there, and Stoltz up to first base. Four-ball walk. First time he's reached base. It was a 9-3 out to close out the 1st inning. Ruben Gee comes in now. Strikeout swinging in the 2nd. And we're just our head umpire from behind home plate is just checking in with the timing. We are approaching the 1.5 hour mark, and it's sort of time where an umpire starts to consider calling the final inning. I think it's a bit too soon to call it at the bottom of the 3rd. Of course, if the Werewolves can do a 3-up, 3-down, they might quite enjoy that, but looking to see a forthcoming inning coming through here. We'll just see how that goes at the moment. Ruben Gee now swings that one, makes contact, lifts it, lofts it down, it goes in the outfield, awkward catch for shortstop. Decision was made to throw over, denied at first, he's not going to throw. Instead goes for the force out at 2nd, but called safe. Stoltz in there. Split 2nd decision. It's usually the difference between an out and 90 feet. Cameron Spencer there, naturally looking over to first base after the bobble of the ball in the glove. Decides against that, looks to 2nd. Moment was already passed. No outs, runners to 1st and 2nd. Fielder's choice to get up to 1st. And a wild pitch there goes into the backstop. And to 90 feet. Both of the runners as it hits into the backstop, and they take their opportunity. Runners at 2nd and 3rd. Edward Silandi is now batting for the Storm. Drew a walk, first appearance, halfway through the 2nd. Lets that one goes past for another ball. 1-0 sneaks ahead. Runners at second and third. First base is open. Cricket wide and high there. Ends up bouncing down third base line. One more ball drawn from Zalandi. Pitch comes in. Strike on the outside of the zone. Willoughby's enjoyed living on the outside of home plate now for some time, just trying to get zeroed into the zone. And there's a scoop there that goes ground down the first base line. Yeah, that's foot on the bag, and nobody's going to attempt any movement on that one there. Solandi gets put out with an unassisted ground from first baseman Alvin Fletcher. One away. Werewolves defending a 2-run lead. Runners are at second and third with one away, and the first base is open. And that's a smart hit there coming in from Jason Brown. Goes into the center outfield. One run comes home. The second one is going to try and come home as well. And he's safe after a dive in from our catcher Thornley. He slides in as well. The game is tied. Smart hit from Jason Brown. Goes up the middle into center field. He's going to just take that as a single, but it's a 2 RBI to tie up the game. As we go into the bottom of the third. Given time considerations and the length of game time at 1 hour 32 minutes, I need to be confident in the rulebook, but I think we have don't think we go hard stop. And there will be a call for the final inning, so it's just a questioning coming in from the coaching staff from the Werewolves. And I will just get a view on what's happening on that in a moment. Here's we're going for a pitching change. Nick Willoughby coming out after 2-1. Coming into pitch now for the Werewolves. I got to go and check the roster on it that way, so bear with me for a second and we'll just get a confirmation. Luke Lasky is going to be our new pitcher. Lasky coming in from center field. We'll just wait to get confirmation. It looks like it's going to be a straight replace. Lasky comes out. We'll just wait to see who moves up to center field. Nick Willoughby has headed to the dugout. And we'll just wait that to come through from the official scorer. Lasky's first appearance pitching. And he inherits the game with a runner on first. And a game tied as well. So everybody's names are off the win-lose pegs here at the bottom of the third. Temperature drops very slightly. Wind drops in. Those clouds I was talking about earlier. coming in from the right-hand side over the Werewolves dugout, getting it a little bit closer. Touch of wind coming through the microphones as well. Dare I say it, conditions that are well suited to the Scotland squad with the wind that's played, especially out at some of our fields such as the Tayport Breakers, sitting there in the Firth of Tay. But the Long Eaton do have the word storm in their name, so maybe they're used to conditions like this as well. Anyway, temperature drops slightly, and as the temperature drops, the tension rises. 7 runs apiece in the bottom of the third here. And Long Eaton Storm will be looking to go ahead and potentially slow play and get the clock to 145. Force a no more innings decision at the end of 3. Werewolves will want a chance to respond. 1 away so far in a tied game at 7-7. Pitch comes in and it's high and inside again from Luke Lasky. Just getting a feel of the ball, the mound, and the strike zone. Thank you all for watching the stream. I suspect the people who are watching the stream live are actually the Saltire Sluggers who are up in the bleachers. Coming off 2 victories this morning and this afternoon at the bronze level. They'll play their 3rd game tomorrow and their 4th. All teams come in the Summer Cup guaranteed 4, 3 in the round robin, 2 or 3 in the round robin format, depending on how they're set up. And then the placement games, they take place on Sunday. Strike comes in there. Ball bubbles around the feet again. Ken Pugh. 9th in the lineup. Teammates still at first base. Second strike comes in there as well. Count goes full to 3-2. 1 away, tied game. Pugh's bat bounces, lets that one go past, ball 4. Takes Jason Brown up in a scoring position on second and welcomes back Joshua Barrett. Back to the top of the order. One away, runners in first and second. Tied game, bottom of the 3rd. Werewolves looks Lasky, decides the pitch, sends it down. Foul towards the Werewolves dugout down the first base line. Werewolves playing in bright blue. Long Eaton Storm playing dark, almost black. It's their shade of blue going on as well. Barrett batting left-handed. Barrett still first and second. Watches that one go past for a strike. Luke Lasky just getting his eye in. Looking to keep this a tied game if at all possible. Runners attempting to go for the steal at second. Going to be caught in the middle. Throw is made up to try and catch him out. It is an overthrow, but it's also a trip up as well on the run down to 3rd. Picks himself up, dives back and just gets the fingertips on the bag. Steal from second. Decides not to. Turns round, trips. Fingertips to the bag as the ball gets thrown in from centre field, covered by second base Peter Rowe. End result though is let's all stay steady. Runners at first and second. 1 away. Pitch comes in. Comes for a ball, high. Count goes 1 and 2. And that's smashed into centre field. It drops quickly. So runners go to third and second. It's going to be a bases loaded situation, but no go-ahead run as yet. It's a one-away situation on a tied game. Runners at first, second, and third. Glance down at the clock. 1 hour 40 past. Not close enough to get an exact ruling, but even if the third inning finishes, I don't think we would get all the way through the fourth in the time. And if that's the case, the Werewolves need to ensure that this game stays tied in case we roll back to the bottom of the third for the scores. But it's bases loaded, so Long Eaton Storm in the driving seat. As that pitch comes in low and outside. Pitcher, here's Michael Barrett, who doubled in his first appearance. Threatens out again with the grounder, goes out to third base, takes a wicked bounce, goes into the outfield. 1 run comes home. That's the go-ahead. 8-7 to the Long Eaton Storm. They take the lead in the bottom of the third. And I think the message has been conveyed over. But this well could be, game is still playing, so we're not out quite yet with 1 hour 42 played. Long Eaton Storm up by 1 at the bottom of the third. I don't think I've got a rule book handy, but let me just check the bag. Pitch comes in, grounder picked up, shortstop. Throw goes into home to try and defeat the run, keep the run deficit. Yep, there is an out at home, so there's no more added onto the boards. Barrett's going to reach in the fielder's choice and keep the bases loaded. But Braun is going to be thrown out, which appears to be a 6-2. So the deficit stays at 1. If we go for the fourth inning, and we shall see. Bases loaded. Stepping in now, Alex Sension. That's hit smartly down first base line, but he's going to roll foul.
How about that? The Bulls are like 8:30 in the morning now.
Sension lets that one.
Nothing wrong with that one.
Yeah, he's good.
And we're just going to walk through the plays that we've got here. Pitch comes in there and it skips underneath to the backstop. There's going to be another run come home on that one. There's the one. Are they going to risk another one? Nope, they're just going to leave that one steady there. Joshua Barrett Brings himself round.
Here we go, Luke.
2-run lead for the Long Eaton Storm, bottom of the third. Runners at second and third. Bunt shown, and that is going to be a hit by pitch there. So that's going to bring one more home for the Long Eaton Storm. And we'll just check the, bear with me as I just run through a quick check on the roster. Then you don't have any short numbers on the roster there. And that goes foul there. Runner at third. And there's a strikeout there. Side retired. But 2 runs behind. Comes 2 runs ahead. And then an insurance one dropped on at the very end as well. Score is 10-7. We are going to go for a 4th inning. 10 to the Long Eaton Storm, 7 to the Scotland Werewolves. So Werewolves is the visiting team. Are going to need to put up at least 3 as we go into the 4th. Looking to do that will be Donung, Avon Fletcher, and Eaton Tink.
Most weeks, yeah. We do a lot more pre-recorded.
We're all the cool kids hanging out. Yeah. Yeah. I'll join you regardless.
This is the last thing. Yeah. 6 guys at the half.
Let's go, Don. Let's go, Don.
Five, 4, 3. Top of the fourth, and it's a confirmed final inning with the clock running here. Donung, Avon Fletcher, Ethan Dick, 3-run deficit. That's what they've got to make up. They're the visiting team, so Long Eaton Storm know that they can pitch out and take the win. Michael Barrett stays in for the fourth inning. Actually, commentator's curse there. Get a little flag up. Hitchens is in to pitch for the Long Eaton Storm. Picks up a ball there. Barrett moves out to third base from the pitcher's mound. And there's one strikeout there from Austin Hitchens. One away of the 3 that they need. And that's going to hit foul. Down third base line. Evan Fletcher tripled in the first inning. That popped out shortstop after that in the third. Pitch comes in outside low. Nobody on base to take advantage of it, hitting off the backstop. One away. Long Eaton Storm need to find 2 outs. The win is theirs. Scotland Werewolves need to find 3 to tie and force a bottom of the fourth inning. Tying run would be now Peter Rowe, who's in the hole. Pitch comes in from Hitchens outside low. Once more. Fletcher pushes ahead in the count. 3-1 count. Decides to hit that one high and hard, right down the center. Center fielder runs in to get that. Drops in front in the gap. Single. On a fly out to center field from Avon Fletcher. Using a 2 for 3 in the game so far. Does his first part of a team effort to bring them back into contention. 3 runs down. 1 away in the top of the fourth. Baseball has no memory though. Long Eaton Storm take a moment to reset mentally if they can. Sension playing deep there in center field. Went to run in, but ball fell short. Cricket wide outside and low there for Austin Hitchens. Ethan Dyke in the box, batting left-handed. Avon Fletcher in first, not taking a huge lead. Werewolves need to preserve the outs if at all possible, but keep up the aggression. Pitch finds the outside of the zone there. Goes 1-1. And still goes on, but the hit is high and it just drops straight in front of second base. There's a throw over to first, but it's an overthrow. Avon Fletcher already at second, heads down to third. It's going to hold up at third as it slide in there from Ethan Dick just to make sure. And a little bit of aggression with a mistake presented in front of you turns into a lot of aggression. At some point the moon comes out and the Werewolves get aggressive. They're going to have to do that now. There are 2 outs left in the pocket. 3 runs to find. They have runners at the corners. And then the extra steal coming off the panic after that overthrow there allowed Eaton to head up to second. 2 in scoring position. First base is open. 1 away. Storm looking to preserve that 3-run lead. Tying run is at the plate. It's Peter Rowe. Flew out shortstop in the first inning, but 2 RBI single in the third. Hits that one high. It's pop up though. It's catchable. Second base is backpedaling, leans back and has to catch that one. Catches it on the fall, so it's a tag up at third. And Evan Fletcher brings 1 run home. And there's going to be an appeal play at third base. Wanting to know if he's tagged up or not. Called safe though from our home umpire. So it's an interesting trade. Peter Rowe gets the sac fly. Makes the out count to 2. Evan Fletcher brings in 1 of the 3 runs needed to tie the game. Eaton moves up into stays in second in scoring position. So 2 outs. 2 runs to find. Paul Gardner, 2 walks so far. Pinch hitter is going to come in. And it looks like we have Nick Willoughby coming off the mound. First time seeing this batter, obviously. Goes ahead in the count. Runner at second, 2 outs, 2 to find for the Scotland Werewolves. Pitch comes in, low and outside. Ball 2. Long Eaton. Need to focus play by play and find that out. Scotland Werewolves focus as well. The opportunities are there. It's tying run at the plate, but that picks up a strike. I think takes us 2-2. Equal high count. Austin Hitchens pitching. Has the opportunity here. Close out and win the game. Pitch comes in. High and inside. Count fills up. Runner still on second. Werewolves looking for the magic. Storm looking for steady. Pitch comes in. It's a swagger and strike. Strike 3. And that is the 3rd out. And that is going to be the game called. 1 run made up in that 4th inning there for the Scotland Werewolves. But they needed to find 3 on that one. So your final score there. It goes Scotland Werewolves, 8 runs off 5 hits, 3 declared errors. And the Long Eaton Storm, 10 runs coming off 7 hits and 7 posted error counts there on well. We're halfway through the BBF Summer Cup now. 2 games played by all teams. 2 games to play tomorrow and Sunday. Those of you who are watching, I say watching live, you're mostly listening live. Thanks very much for your time. Be back here tomorrow and we will see if we can get the broadcast times up on our Facebook page, facebook.com/baseballscotland. Usual social media calls, like, love, share, subscribe. Always appreciated. You'll get the alert bells as well for when we go live. And we'll be back here tomorrow. Game some the AAA level of Scotland's combined Scotland Werewolves team. We'll also have from single A's the Tire Sluggers coming in for the 2 games as well. My name's Ewan Spence. Thanks very much for watching. Final score as we head into the sunset of Saturday and halftime here at the Summer Cup. Long Eaton Storm 10, Scotland Werewolves 8. Haste you back. I'll catch you on Sunday.